welcome along to All Arms Out. I'm back again to do another preview for the Southampton game over the weekend. I've got so much to say. I'm also going to have a special guest on the show after I do my predicted lineup. We're going to have Edward Nash come onto the show. He's got a lot to get off his chest with the whole Arsenal thing going on. If you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also smash us a like on this video. Let's get them likes up. Before I get into anything, I want to say as well, you can also catch us on our other channel, One Way Football. As you can see, I've got the hat on here, the microphone as well. One Way Football is a channel where we talk to all kinds of fans. It's not just Arsenal, Everton, Liverpool, Man United. So head over to One Way Football and hit that subscribe button on that channel. Right. Let's get into it. Arsenal versus Everton. What can we say about this game apart from it was just a very, very poor game by Arsenal? We went into this game, we had basically nothing really to lose, because if we'd have won that game, we'd have still been fighting for that top four spot. It's looking a bit doubtful now because of the other teams that have been winning their games, and we've now lost 3 on the trot, I think it is, from Liverpool, Man United and Everton. And I'm just starting to deteriorate when it comes to watching Arsenal. I don't even know what team I'm going to put out. Every team, I put the same team out mostly every week, and it just doesn't make a difference. Some of the key moments in the Everton game, Godfrey was what stepping on Tomiyasu's face like that. If that had been Xhaka or someone else, Mike Dean would have just sent him off, red card straight away. The refereeing was poor anyway, and there was too much of time wasting, I think, by both sides. And this is me not being biased, because Arsenal were doing it a lot. They were just rolling around on the floor. I think Saka went down too many times. I was speaking to an Everton fan before, and he said he's disgraced because he just keeps going down. I know some of the tackles might have been fouls, they might not have been, but at the same time, it just didn't help us out any bit. Arteta got it wrong. He got the selection wrong. Aubameyang coming on like with 5 minutes to spare. Aubameyang at the moment, in my books, he's kind of a loose limb. He's pointless at the moment. He hasn't done much for the team. But saying that, even Lacazette, he was poor as well. So I don't know. I heard a couple of people saying that they would bring in Pepe and put Pepe up front. I don't know. Maybe Martinelli should have been playing up front now, maybe. Saka could probably play up in that top position. But to bring on Eddie Nketiah is just pointless. Absolutely pointless. He doesn't even want to be there. He wants to go. He's been linked up with a couple of teams already. But I don't know what to think anymore. Our away form is terrible, absolutely terrible lately. And a lot of people can say, oh, yeah, it's because of the weather and it was rubbish and the journey up there. Nah, bullshit. I can't be dealing with that. Like, don't give me that. The team goes out there to play football, and they didn't play football at all. It was just a shambles, a massive disgrace. Massive. Right, so let's get into the Arsenal play Southampton over the weekend, and it is at home. Like, it makes a difference, I think, at this point. But it is a must-need win. We can. It's still like only, I think, game 16, week 16 of the games. So we could technically still fight for 4th. But the way things are looking, with West Ham winning all their games, kind of, and now Man United got a new manager and they've got the pump ready, like, you know, it's looking doubtful, to be fair. Even Tottenham are are doing all right now, you know. So for an Arsenal fan, it's going to be a very big struggle. Like I said, it's looking a bit more promising. The prediction I had at the beginning of the season that we'll probably finish 8th or 9th because of the way we're looking. So yes, Arsenal versus Southampton. This is going to be my lineup. If you've got any of your own predictions for the starting 11 against Southampton, put them below, and I will read out the best comments or the best predictions or the closest ones to the game the following week. So in goal, Aaron Ramsdale, he has to start again for me. He might get rested. Arteta might actually put Leno into this game. I'm not sure, but my eyes, we can't stop Ramsdale's confidence. Now he needs to start in goal. So Ramsdale in goal. On the left, Tierney did take a bump over last week's game against Everton. I don't know if he'll be fit, but I'm going to go with Tavares. I've been slating him the last couple of times, but I think he's my selection for this game. Southampton, probably, I would like to say an easier game for Tavares to play in, but it's Arsenal. Let's see. So Tavares on that left side anyway. Next to him in centre back, I would go with the same two I always do. First of all, Gabriel. He needs to start. He's been the kind of the backbone of that four at the back. So Gabriel there. Next to him, I would go Ben White. Like I say, them two, they kind of link up together now. They know the style of play each other plays. So they can backtrack with Ramsdale giving the orders out. So Gabriel and Ben White. On the right hand side, Tomiyasu, he had a bit of a shaky game against Everton, but he still starts in my eyes. That's what we kind of need to look out for in January is another right back, because we can't keep relying. I know we've got Cedric, but we need another right back, I would say. But for this game, Tomiyasu starts. The middle three on the left, I'm going to go Lokonga. Sammy Lokonga hasn't had much of a chance. When we played Xhaka, he was probably maybe the best player out there against Everton, which doesn't say a lot. But he did well. I think it was a bit too soon for him for Arteta to call to bring Xhaka back in the team so quickly. He even got asked about it, why it was so quick. He praised the backroom medical staff and that. But no, Lokonga starts for me in that position. And next to him, I would go, I don't know if Smith Rowe's all right, but I'm going to go Odegaard. Odegaard has to start. He has to, another one that needs to build his confidence up on his gameplay and his game time as well. So Odegaard starts next to Lokonga. And on the right, I would go, listen, Thomas Partey is another one. He didn't really look that great. But we don't have anyone else really, apart from Xhaka and Partey, that can run back and has a defensive mind. So Partey, yeah. The front three. On the left, I'm going to put, I don't know if Saka is out or not. I've seen Martinelli's picked up an injury, so I'm going to start. I would, do you know what? As much as we've been like slating Aubameyang, he does play on that left. So maybe playing him on that left with Lacazette. So we haven't really seen him link up for a long time. Well, actually, no, I think was they against Liverpool? But he kind of played him in the wrong positions. Aubameyang was like tears to the left. So putting him in that left position anyway. Yeah, let's put Aubameyang there and Lacazette next to him as striker, as our forward. And then on the right-hand side, I would bring Pepe back in. Pepe needs to start another game. The amount of money that we spent on this guy, we can't sit him on the bench now. Is even if there is, I don't know, talk of him leaving, and you need to play him. We need to see some football from him. I didn't think he was that bad before he started getting benched. So so Aubameyang, Lacazette, and also Pepe on the right hand side. Like I said before, if you've got any of your own predictions for the starting 11 against Southampton, put them in the comments below, and I'll make sure I go through them all and pick out maybe the closest one to the actual starting 11. And I'll give you a shout out on the next video. Right, it's time to bring on my first guest. Well, my only guest, sorry. Edward. Edward, are you there, mate? How are you, mate? How are you doing?
Regarding what we're talking about, a little bit mad, but other than that, I'm good.
Yeah. I think there's going to be I was absolutely fuming to watch that game. I should have turned it off, to be fair, like when 90 minutes was up, because what was the point? What was the actual point? Like, I just want to go through a couple of the key moments in that game, because obviously we had decisions go our way, which didn't help us any bit, because it seemed like there was no effort anyway. The Godfrey stamp on Tomiyasu's face was absolutely ridiculous. Come on, man. He left a mark and everything. Mike Dean is a terrible referee, by the way.
He's a Tottenham fan. What do you expect?
Yeah. Well, yeah. But what was just walk us through that game quickly, and your thoughts on what should have happened and what shouldn't have happened.
Right, I just want to point out something to the audience. Yes, I am wearing a Grimsby Town hat today because I can't be bothered to wear Arsenal stuff right now.
Yeah, 100%. I know you're feeling, mate.
Now, back to the question. Now, my first problem was when I saw the lineup. I saw they put Granit Xhaka back in the team.
Right.
First of all, you shouldn't even put him in the team because he's not that good. Sadly, the Congo's been so much better for us.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, he's just come back from a long injury. That's like the game we put Thomas Partey back in against Spurs last season, and we lost 2-0 to them.
Yeah. I mean, but it's debatable though, isn't it? Because a lot of fans would have said that probably Granit Xhaka was probably the best player out there at that time.
Well, they could be smoking something they shouldn't be smoking.
Yeah.
Hey, back to the game. So I thought we started off that game really well, and we were lucky because we could have lost 4-1 if those goals weren't disallowed.
Yeah.
So if anything, we got to bear that in mind.
Yeah.
But still, not a great performance. I'd say the only good player on the pitch was Martin Odegaard.
Yeah.
I mean, he did score the goal.
Yeah, I mean, it was a poor performance by Saka.
Yeah.
I mean, even the Everton fan that I was talking to while I was watching the game, he was just he's falling over too many times. He was trying to get decisions that weren't going to go his way anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, I've lost you there a minute. Sorry, we just had a little technical issue there. Yeah, carry on then. So I was saying that Saka was he was getting dropped too many times, and it's not like him because he usually stays on his feet.
Yeah. The other problem I feel was Martinelli. I don't think he had a good performance against Everton.
No, I feel like, because of the Aubameyang situation of him not putting in a performance, or and then Lacazette, if he comes in, there doesn't seem to be any kind of motive or change to where we're trying to be. So I would actually prefer if Martinelli or that type of player was to be up front apart from them two. Do you get what I'm saying? Put him in a different position maybe, because he can strike.
Well, I mean, Mane's not a striker. He's a winger.
Yeah.
If you're going to give a young striker a chance, I'd rather you give it to Balogun.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's been doing well in the reserve team.
Yeah.
And but I'd say the main problem is we didn't bring Pepe on. But I'd say I put on Nketiah instead of Pepe. Now, I love Nketiah. It's not just because he has the same name as me, but no, I love Nketiah. Whenever I see him play, I just think that's a prime time Ian Wright. I may get debates over that, but in my opinion, that's the Ian Wright of my generation as an Arsenal fan. I mean, the way he plays, because he can score. But there's been disputes with his contract with Arteta, and you played him in a position he doesn't play in. We have a player for that. That's Nicola Pepe, but Arteta's not playing him either. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I feel we should be bringing Pepe on that game. I feel like he would have made a difference.
Yeah. Yeah. It just seems to me that Arsenal, we have an 8-game run of not losing, and then we can't be a part of that big six anymore. We're probably debatable if we're even part of that big six.
Well, there's plenty of time yet, James.
Yeah, there's plenty of time, but how much time do we keep having? How much time do we keep getting promised until we actually see like a proper good results? I mean, right, okay, we beat Tottenham, which is brilliant in every Arsenal's eyes, but I want to see more than that. Is that what we're just ambitioning to be? Is a team just to go out and beat our rivals? Or are we a team that want to just go out there to be in a top 4 position or even fighting for the league at some point? Because at the moment, I'm just not seeing nothing at all. And it's just, we are now a mid-table team in my eyes.
It's a tough question. I mean, I don't know how we can get top 4. I know we've got we've had a green light to sign a player from Lille in January. That's Renato Sanchez.
Yeah.
So maybe I'd say I could do something with him. I don't know, but I feel we don't need him because we got Sambi Lokonga.
Yeah.
And if you were going to sign him, you might as well do a swap deal with Granit Xhaka because Granit Xhaka is not even good enough for this club, as I've said many times. I've said this on Twitter. I've said it on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, everything. I do not think Granit Xhaka is a good enough player for Arsenal.
We'll see Gary Neville and Carragher were saying that they actually praised Xhaka because he's been through like some tough times with Arsenal, getting booed off the pitch, the amount of red cards he's been shown in the past. But he's kind of stuck to his guns and just gone back out there and put his head up high. But then we want to be, that's all good, but we don't see results from him. So,
well, I can say the same thing about Heads of Bellerin.
Yeah, 100%. But I think Bellerin's time is completely up. And if we were to go into January, we need to look out for a right back. Because even though we've got Tomiyasu there, I don't think Cedric's the man to take over that job if Tomiyasu was to get injured. I think we need someone better than that.
No, I think Maitland-Niles could. I think Cedric could as well.
Yeah.
I feel they're both good backups.
But would Maitland-Niles want to stay? Because is his position in jeopardy?
That right back position, I don't think so. Like, he can play there.
Yeah.
Midfield, not so much because you have got Thomas Partey there. You've got Lokonga there. You've got Xhaka there.
Yeah.
If you go into Xhaka, then you'd have space for Maitland-Niles in that position.
So in your eyes, what do we need? What does Arsenal need in January? Obviously a striker, that's without a doubt.
Yeah. I still have faith in Aubameyang. I still love him. I mean, he is our captain. Like, but I prefer him to be captain than Xhaka or any other player on that pitch.
See, now I said Tierney would be a great shout for captain.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, obviously Tierney. I mean, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
But for the moment, Aubameyang is our captain, and he can have a good game. He can have a good game. He can still have a good game. We just got to build his confidence back up.
Yeah.
Tierney's there. Send him love on Twitter. Do everything you can to build his confidence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to your question with who do you think, what striker would I go with in January? Now, I did write an article on this for All Out Football. We have been linked with 3 strikers. One's a right winner, though. The 2 strikers we were linked with were Ollie Watkins and Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Yeah, I've seen the Calvert-Lewin one. Yeah,
Yeah. The Calvert-Lewin one looks likely. But my personal preference would be Ollie Watkins from Aston Villa.
oh, he is a good player. He's I mean, he's he's a
The
good
goals
player
he
in some
scored
eyes.
last season, the goals he scored in his first season for Aston Villa.
Yeah. But we're under a new management at Aston Villa. Do you think he'd be wanting to leave? I mean,
Well, right now he's playing well under Gerrard.
yeah.
If I feel if Edu and Arteta can put a bid in for him, I feel he would come.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, it's probably going to be like a 50, 60 million bid because they're obviously not going to want to sell him. He's their best striker.
Yeah.
Apart from, put that bid in for him. If we don't accept it, then we could get Calvert-Lewin or. I did see another one. We've been looking into loan in. It's a striker from Real Madrid. He's a Croatian.
Right.
Or no, Serbian. I think. It's not Vlahovic. What's his bloody name? I signed him on FIFA. It's not this goal.
Because it's one of these things that we do miss. I feel like Arsenal have done this where, okay, we're going to get rid of the old wood in Arsenal, and we've kind of got rid of the wrong players that we had before. So we're missing that creativity plus the finishing as well.
Yeah, I think what's been our biggest let go was Alexis Sanchez.
Yeah. Yeah, that is 100% in my eyes as well. Yeah, he was a brilliant player for us. Obviously, when he went to United, he just completely flopped. And it just goes to show that some players are just made to be in certain teams.
Yeah.
I mean, going into this game against Southampton, probably the only positivity of this scenario is that we're at home.
Yeah, well, we haven't lost at home, so.
Because, I mean...
But Southampton are our bogey team.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, last 3 games, every team's been our bogey team.
Well, except Newcastle.
No, it seems like we need to concede a goal for us to push on, if you get what I mean. Like, oh, God, right, we need to... They start waking up. If we go, like, 1-0 down, it's like, oh, we've got to do something now. Or we score, and then they score directly after. They just get all panicky and right, let's push. And then you see the fight, and then it just goes back down to like level like 2 and then 3, and then like before you know it, we're not at level 1 anymore. We're past it. We're just gone, whatever. We sit back.
Yeah. Speaking of the Southampton game, there are a lot of changes I would make in the team.
Right. Okay. Put out your 11.
So the keeper, I've been up in Ramsdale, but the way he's played the last few games, the only good games he had was against Newcastle. So for this game, I'm not going to play him. I'm going to put Bernardo in the team.
Yeah, I did say that. Like, I've just done my predicted 11, and I went with Ramsdale, which would have been my choice. But I think Arteta is probably going to play Leno.
Well, I don't mind that. Like I said, I think Leno's our second best goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I mean, he's better than a Conquo, so.
Yeah.
Now, right back, I'm actually going to go with Cedric this game because he's an ex-Southampton player. He knows how they play.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to play the former.
Yeah, I suppose it makes sense, yeah.
Now, centre backs, I will make a change. I'm going to stick with Gabriel, but instead of Ben White this game, I'm going to put in Pablo Murray.
Good shout, yeah. Murray,
yeah. I feel. Oh, I know my TV's gone off. That's the only source of light I've got on here. So yeah, Pablo Murray. I know he's probably going to leave in January, but I've loved him in his summer Arsenal. I feel give him one last game if he's going to go.
Yeah.
Now left back, I'm sticking with Kieran Tierney. He's the only He's the only other player I feel did well against Everton the other night.
Yeah, yeah. We need to be careful with Tierney though as well. I like it because he can't afford to get him another injury. I mean, I'd still play him, but I think games that are probably going to be a bit more easier to play. Like I'm saying that out of, do you know what I mean? Just it's hard to say what any team's going to be easy now, but I think maybe he deserves a bit of a rest every now and then because.
Well, that's what we got Tavares for. He's our back up.
Yeah, yeah.
Now two in midfield. I'm actually going to go with Lokonga, and this time I'm actually going to go with El Nene.
He did have a good game, to be fair. Was it against Man United? Yeah. He did put his work effort in that game.
So I want to see what those two can offer in that position.
Yeah.
Now, right wing, Nicola Pepe.
Mm-hmm.
I have no argument there. I've not seen any breath of fresh air from Martinelli. I feel he's still not ready. I feel that knee injury is still affecting him. He will get back on his feet eventually. I have no doubts about it. But for this game, I'd play Pepe.
I would as well. Yeah.
Now, number 10 role, Martin Odegaard. I feel he had, like I said, he's played well the last couple of games. He scored 2 in the last 2. Maybe he gets the third against Southampton. Now, left side, Emil Smith-Rowe.
Is he going to be fit? I don't know if he's fit. Is he?
Was he injured or?
I think he had a knock or something. He might be fit for this game. I don't know, but
he just had a knock. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah.
But Bukayo Saka, he needs to rest his legs. He's been our go-to man. Like we've been playing him in every single game. I think he just needs a break.
Yeah.
I think he's tired.
Yeah.
Now, up front, main striker. This is probably going to cause some debate, but I'm actually going to go with Eddie Nketiah.
Okay.
Now, the reason why I say that is because obviously Abayo's not been playing well lately, and like I said, hasn't been playing well either. That goes for as well as United and as well as Everton when he came on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now I feel if Mikel Arteta played Eddie Nketiah in central position like he did in the Leeds game where we beat them 2-0, I feel that could maybe warrant a goal.
Yeah.
From him in the Premier League.
I'm so skeptical about Eddie at the moment. I don't know what it is. Is it because is it him that wants to go? Does he wants to leave?
Not the only one.
Huh?
Well, it's him, Pablo Mari as well.
Yeah. So
well, you can see why Arteta's not playing them. Now, I don't know about Pepe because he has actually said he wants to leave the club. I'm pretty sure if he did want to leave the club, he would have said it by now. I just think he just wants minutes.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna. So I feel if you play Pepe, show me you're in his plan. Because if I was Barcelona manager, I would play him.
Yeah.
Whether or not Pepe wants to leave, that's yet to remain unanswered. But I'm sure he doesn't. I'm sure he's happy here. Whether it will remain that way is another question.
Yeah, he's another one that, in my eyes, needs to start putting in a performance because we paid a lot of money for him, and he's all right. He's had a couple of goals here and there, but not as many as we thought we were going to get out of him. No,
I always have faith in him. Like since he's been here, I feel he's actually made that position better.
Yeah.
Like the seasons before we had him, we didn't even have a right winger.
Yeah.
Since he came in that team in summer 2019, I feel Unai Emery got something out of him. We got something out of Lille, and I feel he maybe not £72 million player, but I still think he can he can still play a good game.
Yeah, because I think it was his first season, and we was the whole hype about him and everything. And then we started seeing like himself holding on to the ball too long and then like losing it straight away, which is like one of the things you don't want to see on that wing.
Yeah, well, then the likes of Willian came along last season.
Yeah, yeah,
and then obviously because Saka, he's kind of taken over that position.
yeah.
Like he can play that.
Well, Saka
I think he can play on the left though.
Yeah, he can play left, and he can play left back, can't he?
He hasn't played left back for ages.
No, but I mean, he could probably still play there. But yeah,
Quite possibly, yes.
Yeah. I mean, are you going to the game on Saturday?
No, I've got a lot on. I've got to go to a Saturday club. I've got to go to a bar that night to watch my friends sing.
Okay.
I'd say the next game I'm probably going to go to is either the game against Burnley or when we play Nottingham Forest.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'm looking at the table now. So we sat 7th, right? The only thing
better than 20th.
Yeah, it's a lot better than 20th. Yeah. I mean, what it could change around still after like 2 or 3 games, and we could still be
next
4th.
We got Southampton. I don't know who we got after that though.
So we have. I'll just get it up now. We have got Southampton at home. Then we've got West Ham, which is a massive game.
Oh my days!
But
I think we could. I think we got it in us to beat West Ham. I feel we can do. We just got to play the right players.
Yeah.
So you got to play Smith Rowe against them. You've got to play.
It all leads up to West Ham from the Southampton game. If we put a good performance in against Southampton and we win that game, that boosts the whole team up ready for West Ham.
Yeah, because we would have been our bogey team.
Yeah. But then either way, if we lose to Southampton, they know they've got to put a performance in on West Ham. We've got to do it anyway. But I'm just saying it's one of their minutes.
Yeah. Speaking of the coming games, I want to ask you this. Obviously, I put a tweet out after the game that I said if Granit Xhaka scores at all in any of these games, I'm not going to celebrate it. I just want to get your view on that.
Like I said before, put it this way: when I see when I do when new shirts come out and I rate the shirts and stuff like that, it shouldn't really matter what color or what design is on that shirt because the only thing that matters is the badge. So I mean, it could be a luminous pink with fluffy stars all over it. I wouldn't care if it's still got that badge on it. That's all I care about is the badge. So if Bellerin was to come back and he scored 10, 15 goals throughout like 3 or 4 games, I'd still celebrate it because it's my team. Unless that person has really disgraced the team, I mean, it's never going to leave our heads what Granit Xhaka did.
Never.
It's never. It's always going to be there, and it's always. And we are just waiting for the next time for him to slip up and do something wrong, and to bring that back into it. Do you know what I mean? We are like a nagging wife as fans. We never forget what happens.
Well, we want better. That's the problem. We want better. Like we want to win trophies, and I don't feel we can get those trophies as long as Granit Xhaka or players like him are in this team. Because I'm not celebrating Xhaka goals anymore because for the last 5 years he's been here, and this is a compliment to me, really, to him, really. He's made my life hell. Like I've not ever since he's been here. Like season before he came here, 2015-16, Leicester won the league. We came second.
Yeah.
Arsene Wenger signed him. That season we finished 5th. Tottenham finished 2nd, and Chelsea won the league.
Yeah.
Season after that, 6th. Season after that, 5th again. Season after that, 8th. Last season, 8th again. And now this season, God knows where.
Yeah.
And that's since he's been here.
Yeah. I mean, I even just said before this meeting, I was like, we could still end up finishing 8th again.
Look, 8th's all right compared to the spots below it. I'd rather be a top 10 team than like a top 15 team.
But like I said before, then it would be looking like for the last 3 seasons, finishing 8th, 9th, or whatever, it's like we are getting closer to being that mid-table team.
Well, I see your point, but it's better than relegation stuff because that's where we were started this season.
There was a valid point made, right, that on Arsenal Fan TV, and credit to them guys because they do brilliant over there. But I'm saying they, I think it was James that said it, that when we had Wenger with us, we absolutely destroyed him for getting 4th all the time. And now a lot of fans are happy if we stay at 10th, like above 10th. What are we actually aiming for here now? What are we like? We aiming just to not be a mid-table team and just be in that 7th, 8th, maybe just qualify for Europa League.
I'm not.
No, but I'm saying
better than nothing. But
we tend to forget what we did have, and at the time when Wenger was there, we used to 4th isn't enough. 4th isn't enough. Now it's 8th isn't enough. We should be getting 5th. Be happy with 5th this season? No, I wouldn't be happy with 5th. Not a chance. I'd be happy with 5th.
You get your Europa League. I mean, obviously Champions League is preferable, but obviously, you would get European football out of it.
Yeah, but I'm sick and tired of this. Playing farmer teams and shit, and going to fucking places that no one's ever heard of before. and then like literally your schedule is Thursday, and then you're either playing Monday or Sunday.
I like Sunday football though.
Yeah, no, Sunday football's brilliant. Don't get me wrong about that, but it's just the concept of Arsenal football at the moment is you are just basic team. That's what you are, and this is where you're staying at the moment. But like you say, we need to get rid of certain people.
There are many more basic teams in the Premier League that are way worse than us. I mean, Everton are a basic team.
Yeah, and we made them look fucking good.
I think Everton are a good team. I mean, like I said, we could have lost 4-1 to them if those goals weren't disallowed.
We were going to that game with Everton in shambles. They were having a protest. The players feeling down, and then we go and make. They could have been 4-1 for fuck's sake.
That's why I said lucky those goals were disallowed.
Yeah,
but the game that was more disappointing than the Everton game was the Man United one.
Yeah.
Now I had full faith we were going there again Old Trafford like we did last year.
I'm gonna read you out, right? The 5 games. Okay, so you got Southampton, then we got West Ham, then we got Leeds away, Norwich away, and then Wolves at home. So out of them 5 games, how many points do you think we're gonna get? Out of 12.
I say 3 against Southampton.
Yeah.
1 against West Ham. 3 against Norwich. And would you say next Wolves?
Sorry, 15 out of 15. Then we got Wolves, yeah.
I'd say 1 again, and then Brighton after that.
So we got. So you said 3 against Southampton, yeah.
Yeah.
West Ham, you said
1. I think it'll be a draw.
Draw, okay. Leeds.
Oh, Leeds. I'd say that's 3 as well.
Yeah. Norwich.
Oh, that's an easy 3.
So we ain't losing any of these games, by the way, so far.
Wait till you get to Wolves.
Okay, and then Wolves after Norwich.
I feel 1. Oh, for God's sake, this stupid TV.
This is how my brain is when I'm talking like about Arsenal. Just blank. And then after
Wolves, I'm not going to say we're going to lose against them.
No, of course not. No, it's what your heart says, isn't it? Arsenal versus Man City then after.
Oh, that's a loss. That's a loss.
And then we've got Tottenham away.
That's a win.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the game I'm going to, Tottenham and Arsenal.
Yeah.
I was very lucky enough to have my friend get me VIP in the seat.
Oh, brilliant. I mean,
my mum's friends with Glenn Hopkin. He's a car dealer. He's a massive, avid Spurs supporter. For my birthday this year, he got me VIP stuff to the Tottenham's game
What's
to watch
his name?
it. Glenn Hopkin.
Glenn Hopkin. Shout out to Glenn Hopkin. Jesus.
No, Glenn.
Glenn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to him, mate. Fucking bringing out the boss tickets, mate.
Yeah.
Look, listen, we're in dire straits, I think, at the moment. Like we said before, we've got to watch what the Southampton game's like. Then we can kind of build on what our performance is going to be in the next couple of games. But where would you say we're going to end up at the end of the season now?
5th.
Would you say 5th? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a fair place to.
It is probably fair. It is probably fair. Yeah. I mean, if we beat West Ham. And other
I think we can.
And other games go our way. What's to say we won't be finishing 4th?
Yeah, that's another game I want to go. I want to go to the West Ham game at the London Stadium because that's one stadium I actually want to go to. I want to see if it's worth like getting the shit it gets because I always hear about it like worst stadium ever, no atmosphere, blah blah blah. I want to go there and see for myself.
Yeah, of course. I mean, how many games would you give Arteta if we start losing them? So after Southampton, after West Ham, if we lost both them games, would you say it's time for him to go?
I've been saying this since we lost to I've been saying this since we lost to Villarreal in Europa League semi-final. I've been saying it. He's got to go.
Yeah.
I feel he's not a good enough manager. Like the way he plays us against teams like Everton and Man United, he might as well go and manage Leyton Orient.
Yeah.
That's no disrespect to Leyton Orient, but we're just playing like them how they were when they were under Francesco Bacchetti.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the way I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. Right, mate, I'm going to have to wrap it up there. Thanks for coming on the show anyway. I hope to God we're going to be talking about Arsenal in a positive way next time we meet. But
yeah, next time we meet, let's do it before the West Ham game. Then we could have like a debate.
Yes, yeah, and hopefully,
get me a West Ham fan, anyone. Like you could get me one of the guys off West Ham fan TV.
Yeah, I'll put my feelers out. I'll put my feelers out for you. But Edward,
I'm offering.
Thank you for coming on.
Don't
forget to subscribe to his channel as well. What is it? The
Wolf Nash.
Red Wolf Nash, yeah. Go over to his channel, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this channel. Smash us a like and comment your predictions and your opinions over the game of Southampton and Arsenal. We shall catch you very, very shortly. And don't also forget to look on my other channel, which is All Arms Out, which is my Arsenal channel as well. Cheers, Edward. Thank you for coming on, mate.
No problem. Always a pleasure.
Take care, pal.
Big